Hey y'all, it's Ryukin here, and welcome to an episode of the weekly dose of reviewing stuff. And today, in this episode of the weekly dose of reviewing stuff here, we are going to take a look at the thing right here that is going to be a game changer to all my tripods right here that I will own in the past, and including the current. And this thing, it is a spiritual successor to my old Yunteng tripod that got broke, and the former Sony video tripod that I used to have back in the day, and combined with the mix of the current one, and it becomes this abomination. Slash out of that abomination. It's not. This thing is going to kick every current tripod that I have at any moment. And this thing, it is called a Yunteng VCT-668. Well, it could have been 667 or 666, the number of the beast or a number of the neighbor. But this one is a VCT-668. I know I've owned this Yunteng tripod in the past, and this is in the past. Not the fast. This is a Yunteng VCT-5208. It's a relatively small tripod that it has been used like back in the day, and it's got even a Samsung copy of a logo on it on the Yunteng. Well, I guess it's a good thing that they actually got rid of it when it comes to having all of their professional things right here on this. So yeah, of course, like this one here is meant to be made for home use or some outside door use and such right here for convenience, so you can actually like carry the steering here all around at times. So yeah, it's a mini travel tripod, just a mini-sized version of it. But yeah, it's only got a maximum height of 125 centimeters. But meanwhile, on this one, it gives you 154 centimeters, which is about a height of an average Thai teenager. Alright, so and before we get to anything about this tripod right here, so we're going to take a look at what this thing right here has to offer you. This thing right here features a fluid head, which you can actually do 160 no scope. We got a swift quick release plate. We got a steady, sure grip rubber feet. It looks like it's a result of a Google Translate or something. Yeah. It's got an extendable telescoping legs and it's lightweight with an image of a feather. Lightweight as a feather? Lightweight as a feather, but made out of aluminum alloy. But we'll see what the real deal here has to offer you, and me also. And on the side right here, there is nothing, but it's basically just some Chinese text. And on this side right here, got a QR code, and this right here tells you the feature that of what this steering here is going to be compatible with. Compatible with the most of the cameras like Nikon, Canon, Sony, Kodak, and Samsung. I haven't heard of that in a long time now. And so it's like, this is the only Kodak camera that I have, and it still works. 100% confirmed it still works. But this one is like from 1973 or something, and it doesn't have any tripod socket on the bottom, which is unfortunate for this tripod. I mean, the camera, not a tripod. But where is the thing, you may ask? And since I got it unboxed it out, and now it is time to take a look at what we got inside the box, excluding the Chinese paperwork. And inside the carry case right here in the box, excluding all of the paperwork, we got a tripod inside. Pull it out just like so. Oh, we got a tripod itself. Put that aside for later. And inside the carry case, guess what? We got an outdated phone mount from like 2018. Well, I haven't seen this stuff in a while now, but yeah, I still used to have a chance to use this thing though back in the day, but I'm gonna say it's outdated, guys. Who really needs this kind of stuff anyway in 2026? And otherwise, nothing but a carry case just for traveling and convenience. And we take a look at the real deal on the tripod. So, and since the specs right here is not going to be over exaggerated, and this is the real deal, so I hope it's not going to be exaggerated like what on the box says. So around the tripod right here, you got nothing much. You got a quick release play interface right here and a 360 degrees no scope, fluid head there, and there's a lock right here to lock in position so it wouldn't do a 360 no scope. And this quick release plate right here, it is pretty much a basic one, but without the indicator pin. So what is an indicator pin right here? An indicator pin right here, it is basically something right here that it used to exist back in the old days, or even the current tripods that it has a quick release plate interface. They still have this stuff right here, which because it's basically a spring-loaded part right here where you can actually put a certain types of cameras like a camcorder on it, which yeah, of course it has this indicator tab right here where you can actually put the camcorder right here into the pretty much steady position, so it wouldn't going to be tip to the right, tip to the left. So this right here is basically just going to put the camcorder right here stay in place towards the front or towards the holes and such. But this one, it doesn't have. It basically just leads with this hole right here that it basically just pretty much a ghost of what it was used to be. But yeah, I guess this one here, it is still better than this one, but this one here is meant to be made for a camcorder type of, which of course DSLRs are also compatible, but it's going to leave a mark on under the body of it. And I guess this one right here is going to be compatible with the Yunteng tripod anyway. Now, back to the Yunteng tripod. So on the Yunteng tripod right here, you got just like what I said, a quick release plate interface, which you can actually basically just put a quick release plate in there and secure it into place like so. And you can also put it onto portrait mode just like this. And if you don't want to use it, you can just push it and it turns to landscape mode, which yeah, you can actually turn it up just in case if it's not going to be moving at all. And the handle right here also acts as the tilt lock position, which of course you can actually just twist it just like that to make it completely freeze. And if you want to loosen up, you can actually just going to pull it up and down just like this. And on this part right here, it is where you can store your Bluetooth remote control, which the one that I got right here, it looks cheaper than the one that I have right here with my old Yunteng tripod, which yeah, you can see the difference there. This one is much better than this one. This one is also a rechargeable one, and it could have been USB-C, but it is micro USB, which is still better than nothing. But meanwhile, on this one right here, it uses a CR2032 battery, which yeah, is a coin cell battery, which you can actually buy this stuff right here in a convenience store and can actually buy this stuff right here in a high amount. Yeah, it's just a coin cell battery that had to replace it every after a certain amount of using it. So, but I guess this is going to be better than nothing, but yeah, I guess I wouldn't prefer this kind of stuff right here anymore. But since I'm going to stick up with a rechargeable battery one like this one here that I have for my old Yunteng tripod. With this one here, it gives me a zoom control and also has a shutter button, which is going to be a good Yunteng remote control here anyway, which is what I really like about this one right here. But this one is just cheap, I can't feel it in my hands. This one is just cheaper than this one. Yeah, it's just the same form factor, but except it uses cheaper materials and guts inside it. Alright, apart from the Bluetooth remote control, this tripod right here is not that bad. And you got this hand crank right here that you can actually hand crank all the way up to the maximum height possible, and you can actually secure it in place just like so. And right now I'm going to be pulling this thing up right here to the beast mode to see the true potential of its size. And I'm going to be extending the legs. Alright. I have to be careful on this guy because this guy literally fight me back when I was messing around with it. And before I put onto the ground right here, as you can see here, we got a tightened screw right here where you can actually put this thing right here into lock position. So you have to just twist it to make it secure in position, so this right here wouldn't fall down and fall up when you're storing it, and you have to just twist it back to make it free so you can actually like put this tripod right here whatever you want. In this case right here, I'm just going to twist it in this position so this wouldn't move. And at the bottom right here is a hook where you can actually put a dumbbell, a sand, or anything that it is heavy under this tripod, so the gravity right here would do the work for you, securing this tripod right here down on the ground. And of course, this has to do with the law of physics. Alright, and here is the true potential size of this tripod right here. As you can see, it looks pretty big. And compared to the size right here of an average 180 centimeters human, I'm gonna say it is pretty tall. For this tripod right here, it is better than the Benro tripod right here that I have it on right now. And this tripod right here, I'm gonna say it's a pretty much a good tripod when it comes to the usage right here. So my face right here would going to be facing on the screen right here, so I can actually do this right here without having to put it onto the lowest level right here, which I'm going to demonstrate right here. Like for what I'm used to right here back in the old day, like back then I have like a pretty much a shorter tripod than this, and back then I'll have to like this and this right here all the time. But back then it wasn't like a big deal that much, and until like I bought the Benro tripod right here, and that's when I discovered that of how tripods right here can be as large as the ones that I used to have back then. But this one, it really shows off its full potential, and this thing, it becomes an absolute upgrade. So there is no need to buy another one ever again. And what does this mean right here? It means that this thing right here, it becomes the only one upgrade that I'm not going to be changing in after all. No going to buy a better one, or unless if I broke this thing down on accident, I have to do something about it. That's my responsibility on this kind of stuff. But yeah, by the overall, I'm gonna say I really like this tripod right here, and it's pretty big, and it's pretty reliable when it comes to the materials and the fittings right here. But although the only thing right here that I'm going to give a con right here is the high amount of plastic use. And for the legs, they do look pretty high quality, but it's a bit cheaper than the one on the Sony Handycam video tripod. But meanwhile, this one right here it's just the same feeling as the Sony, but a little bit cheaper. But you can't even tell the difference anyway. But since this tripod right here, although it is bought on a budget, but yeah, of course you can still get a pretty good tripod right here at this price range, like the one from a Canon concept and such right here. Like if you want to go on for like an expensive one, you might go to get a Manfrotto and such. And this one right here is on a budget. And yeah, I guess this budget tripod right here is going to be the final upgrade for the tripods right here that I own, all of them combined. And I'm going to be pointing the camera down right here so I can tell y'all the conclusions of what I think about this. And then I'm going to be closing out this video right here real quick so I wouldn't waste any hesitation. Okay, and you want to see the skill? See? And yeah, this is what it looks like when it's gotten fold. Still better than Samsung Galaxy Fold, Alright, what do I think about this video tripod right here after all? So after a round the play on this tripod, I'm gonna say this thing, it is good and better than the Benro tripod in every which way. And since this video tripod right here is going to be the final upgrade when it comes to all the tripods here that I own, yeah, this thing right here is going to be the conclusion to all of the tripods that I've owned, including the current one here that I'm putting on right now on my phone. And yeah, due to the high amount of plasticky use right here, so I don't know how long it's going to last when it comes to a long term of use. So I might going to look out for that when it comes to the long term of use right here. So I don't know if one of the parts here might going to break down, like the old Yunteng that it got like oof on the screw right here on this part. Yeah, that one, it's got like oof on that part. The plastic got cracked and it's just becomes unusable. And this tripod right here, like after all, it is a video tripod on a budget, so you can still get a good features that the most of the video tripods have. And of course, you also got a hook right here. We can secure this tripod here down to a lot of physics, so it wouldn't tip over and tip to the left, to the right, to the back. And it is actually a place where you can actually like add a sand or a dumbbell right here to weigh it down, so the lot of physics right here would do it on this tripod. Or if you have like a pretty big camera rig, that would do the job, but it's not going to be wise because like it's not meant to be made for a certain big camera rigs, but it is good for putting on a small camera rigs like a smartphone rig or small camera rig. Which, yeah, this right here, it is going to be good for typical use, but not for big camera rig use. Because like if there's like a camera on it that has like a big rigs, it's just going to weigh down the tripod, but it will shorten its lifespan. And if it is being used on a smaller camera rig or a smartphone, this one will going to last much longer. And since I don't really use big camera rigs that much, yeah, I guess this is going to be a big win for a budget-friendly tripod. And that's what I'm going to say. And if I'm going to give a rating on this tripod, I'm going to give it about like 8.9. And because of the one accident right here that I got involved on this tripod. There's like this part right here that I kind of accidentally put a thumb right here in it, and then like I was aggressively using it and this thumb right here got snapped and I had to like put the thumb right here all the way, and it reveals this scar right here. Like, oh my goodness, like I should have done that, but it already creates this groove right here that it is where this right here is got bitten. Yeah, I guess it fought me back, but after all, it's a good tripod that I had to take a good care of it after all. Except if I have no idea what I'm going to do with it. But what about the Benro tripod? As for the Benro tripod, I'm not going to be using it as an LED light stand for this LED light right here that I have, which I guess I have to get the good use out of this Benro tripod right here after it's got replaced by this Yunteng tripod right here, which in the after all is going to be a final upgrade to all of my tripods right here that I have combined. And that's so. And that is all here for today's episode. And if you like this nonsense stuff right here, or you want to see me do Minecraft more of this, or you want to see me do some real life videos like this, so please leave me a like, comment แล้วก็ที่สำคัญมากเลยนั่นก็คือการกดปุ่ม subscribe สีแดงในผมด้วยแล้วมันก็จะเป็นกำลังใจให้ผมในการทำคลิปต่อๆไปทั้งในวันนี้แล้วก็ในอนาคตด้วยนะครับ and that is all right here for today's episode. And I almost picked up the wrong remote control. I'm supposed to be using this, right? And remember, 668 better than 667. Number of the neighbor. This video full of jokes. Okay, and that is all right here for today's video. And I will see you out there in the next one, everybody. Stay safe, stay awesome, and trust no one. And that is all for today's episode. I will see you all there in the next one, everybody. And like what I said, stay safe, stay awesome, and trust no one. And I will see you all there in the next one. Bye bye, สวัสดีครับ Woo! Take two, action.